The evolution of computer memory. There are two forms of computer memory, non-volatile and volatile. Non-volatile computer memory is computer memory that does not require power to maintain stored information, while volatile memory requires power to maintain stored information. There are different types of volatile memory, the first being RAM, which is random access memory. Random access memory is an integrated circuit memory chip which allows the computer to read and write data for the CPU to access. The next is dynamic random access memory. This is a form of RAM which stores every bit of data in a separate capacitor within an integrated circuit. The last being static random access memory, another type of RAM, but this stores each bit on 4 transistors that form 2 cross-coupled inverters.
Non-volatile memory. There's the ROM, which is a read-only memory. This is very difficult to modify, and it's used mostly to distribute software that is very specific and unlikely to need change. The flash memory. It's a computer storage chip that can be erased and reprogrammed. It stores information on an array of memory cells made from floating gate transistors. The ferroelectric RAM, which uses ferroelectric layer to achieve non-volatile memory. The magnetic recessive RAM is a data is stored by magnetic stored elements, and then there's the phase change memory.
Next, we made a timeline to chronicle how computer memory has changed over time, starting in 1834 with Charles Babbage building his analytical engine. This engine used read-only memory system in the form of punch cards, and it was capable of holding 1,000 numbers with 50 decimal digits. In 1932, Gustav Pastek invented the drum memory, and then in 1936, Conrad Zuse applied for his patent on mechanical memory to be used in computers. And then John Iansoff and Clifford Berry built an electronic 50-bit word digital memory computer in 1939 named the Iansoff-Berry computer, otherwise known as ABC. The first computer to organize a system in which memory and computations are separate. They were the first to use a regenerative capacitor memory. In 1941, Conrad Zuse developed the neon lamp memory Z3. The Z3 was the first working programmable, fully automatic computing machine. And in 1947, Anne Long and Wei Dong Wu created the pulse transfer controlling device. This device implemented write after read, which allowed magnetic core memory to be possible. In that same year, J. Wright Forrester invents the magnetic random access coincident current drum. In 1949, Maurice Vincent Wilks builds the first stored program computer, the EDSAC, using a vacuum tube memory. EDSAC stands for Electronic Delay Storage Automatic Calculator. Its memory consisted of 512 locations, each containing 18 bits.
In 1951, the first commercial computer, the Serenity Mark I, was built. It was built with 256 40-bit main memory and a 16,000-word drum memory. Also, J. Forrester patents the matrix core memory. Remington Rand builds the UNIVAC in 1951. This was designed by J. Presper Eckert and John Moltke. The main memory consisted of 1,000 words of 12 characters. The MIT Lincoln Laboratory Whirlwind was developed by J. Forrester in 1951. It contained a memory size of 204 16-digit words with a magnetic drum, a cathode ray tube, and tape storage. In 1952, the EDVAC computer was created. It was built with a 1024 44-bit word of ultrasonic memory. IBM 701 is the first stored program vacuum tube computer with a cathode ray tube memory of 2036-bit words, and this was developed in 1953. Also, Kenneth Olson builds a memory test computer with a core memory. Anne Lang receives the patent for the magnetic memory core. This was in 1955. And IBM completes the CRT memory Naval Ordnance Research Calculator, the NORC. The machine used electrostatic tubes for memory. In 1965, Maurice Wilks develops the proposal of a Casio computer memory. In 1966, Hewlett-Packard introduced the first computer, the HP 2116A. It was a 16-bit mini computer. Intel begins selling the semiconductor chip with 2,000 bits of memory. In 1968, Data General launches the 32 kilobyte memory Nova. The Nova was a 16-bit mini computer. Robert Dennard patents and invents the dynamic RAM access memory in 1968. In 1969, a 1 kilobyte RAM chip was created by Intel. Also, Walter Shockley invents the Shockley-Boulay diode, a semiconductor diode that increases memory speed.
1970, Intel releases Intel 1103i, first generally available dynamic RAM 256-bit programmable semiconductor memory chip. And then in 1971, IBM starts selling the first floppy disk with a capacity of 79 kilobytes. And that same year, Intel releases the 1101 and the 1701 chips. The 1101 served as a 256-bit programmable memory, while the 1701 chip offered a 256-byte erasable read-only memory. In 1975, MIT presented the Altair 880. Altair 880 was a personal computer kit with 256 bytes up to 12 kilobytes of memory boards. And then in 1977, Tandy Radio Shack develops TRS-80 desktop computer. It was built with 4 kilobytes of memory. And then in the end of the 70s, in 1978, Digital Equipment Corporation creates the VAX 11780. It was 32 bits with a 4.3 gigabyte virtual memory device. And finally, in 1984, Apple releases the Macintosh personal computer, the first computer to come with 128 kilobytes of memory. NOR NAND flash memory is invented by Toshiba, and Hitachi announces they have developed the first memory chip with a capacity of holding 1 megabyte.
In 1991, MIPS Computer System developed the R4000. It was a microprocessor able to address 64 gigabytes of physical memory. In 1997, the RS-64 64-bit power PC launched. And finally, in 1999, the Direct Rambus RAM is developed. In 2000, IBM and Czech Technology start selling the first USB flash drive. They can hold up to 8 megabytes of memory, which is more than 5 times the common floppy disk. In 2005, Toshiba and SanDisk create the NAVI-1, which is a multi-level cell flash memory storage chip. Also in 2005, Samsung develops the world's first 2 gigabyte memory chip. Samsung in 2006 announces a new flash memory device capable of holding up to 4 to 8 gigabytes of memory.
The end.